Hey guys, this is Tyrone Ratcliffe from TyroneRatcliffe.com. I want to shoot a video today. This has to do with the subject of God and money. So the other day I was reading a book from Robert Kiyosaki. It's called Why A Students Work for C Students. I'm kind of nearing the end of it, but he had a chapter on God and money. And I'll actually read a couple pages and then we'll go from there with the discussion. So the title of the chapter was Another Point of View on God and Money. I think that God looks at what we do with the talents and gifts he gives us and whether or not we use them to do good things. So, who does God love more? Most likely it's those who share their gifts, talents, time, or treasure with the world. Making the case. The Bible says a lot about money, wealth, debt, bankers' generosity, and greed. In fact, it's said that the Bible contains more verses about money than about any other subject. The Bible verses that resonate with a person has a lot to do with which side of the coin they're on and how they see themselves in the world. Poor people tend to listen to verses on the evil of money. Middle-class people tend to follow verses on being content and grateful for the money they have. And rich people tend to follow verses on how God rewards the rich and punishes the poor. And then he goes on to talk about the different verses of the Bible that would support the belief of a rich person, a poor person, or a middle-class person. So my take is I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to be rich. I think, like he was saying, I mean, if you have the perspective of a rich person, you're going to look for verses that support the beliefs of a rich person. Same thing if you're middle class or poor, lower class, or if you're in the if you're a poor person. So, you know, it's just like politics. It's the same thing. If you consider yourself a Democrat, then you're gonna go on to MSNBC to get your news, and all of your beliefs are gonna probably be in line with the beliefs of Democrats in general. Does that make sense? You're going to look for only the information that supports your beliefs as a Democrat. You're a Democrat, you believe in abortion, you're going to go seek out that information that supports that belief. That's those beliefs, you know what I'm saying? So, my perspective is I don't really have a religious perspective because I don't consider myself a religious person. I believe that, you know, I mean, there's a verse in the Bible that says, the Lord came so we could live life and live it more abundantly. So, you know, me personally, I think we should all strive to be rich. Rich people help this economy. Where would this economy be without rich people? Where would this world be without Bill Gates? If there was no Bill Gates, we wouldn't have Windows on our computers. Or we wouldn't have a product that's as good as his. So check this out. How many operating systems out there can compete with Windows? Okay. Because I know a lot of people are thinking, well, okay, Bill Gates wasn't around, we wouldn't have Windows, but check this out, we have this operating system. What if there was no Windows whatsoever? Tell me, what's the other operating system that competes with Windows? I mean, there's a couple of them out there. You know, you have Linux. There's some big Unix fans out there too. That's some old school stuff. Okay, I'm kind of on a tangent right now. But me personally, I think we should all, I mean, I don't know if we should all strive to be rich. I mean, a lot of people have different perspectives on what rich means. I mean, like in the book Think and Grow Rich, a lot of people think that the book's about money. Now, that is the case. I mean, it's primarily about money, but being rich could be anything. It could be having peace of mind. It could be being in good health. That could be, maybe that means, maybe people believe, a lot of people out there believe that I'm rich, hey, as long as I am in good health and I have a peace of mind. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's about money. Being rich, you know, there's so many different interpretations of that. Does that make sense? So, You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be rich. There's nothing wrong with being religious and being rich. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got a problem with that. You know, a lot of people are thinking, well, how is it that that pastor drives up in this nice Cadillac and he gets to park in the front, right in front of the church? His suits cost a lot of money. He has rings on and he has gold watches on all the time and he smells good. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. By looking good, dressing good, having a nice car, you know, it helps with your confidence. You know, there's probably people that are in the congregation at these big mega churches complaining about, well, why is it that the pastor has that type of car, wears that type of suit? But they're in the congregation of a mega church. Okay, they're in a mega church that's a big church. Okay, that has a big congregation. And they're complaining about how the pastor makes all this money, but they are benefiting from the services that this church is giving them for free. Because, you know, the sermon's for free, the church service is for free, the music is for free. So they're in there acting like freeloaders, but then they want to complain about, that's just another subject. I'm totally off on a tangent. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to be rich. I think, you know, being rich and greedy, you know, that's kind of towing the line. And to tell you the truth, greed is actually a good thing. It's good that people are actually greedy. Now, I'm not saying that you want to go out there and scam people, but I think being greedy is actually a good thing. We need rich people in this world. Rich people, I'm not saying rich people make the world go round, but they make life easier for a lot of people. They make life easier for everybody, you know? So, yeah, I know I'm on 7 minutes right now, but I hope you liked my video. Yep, this is Tom Radcliffe. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.